Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today we're going back to Terminus Zombie Survivors. In our Season 3 we did a lot of challenge runs. Season 4 I want to go back onto one of the longer runs. Now we still have 4 endings we haven't completed. One involves the Arbor. We have seen the Arbor on the map multiple times but we've never actually been into it, so I don't know what that zone's going to be like. We've got the research ending, which is a very, very long run, and we've got the trading house finish, which is all about trading for favour. And the last ending, you've basically got to put a player flag marker on every single zone that's not a railway track. That is another extremely long run. Now, depending on what run and what finish we do, all depends on what the RNG is like when we get into the game. If we get the 3 books early for the Arbor, then I'm going to pivot and go to that. Ideally, I want to do the trading house run. We probably won't be fighting the trading house. In the new 1.1 update, you can fight them. I have got a video on the channel explaining all the changes into the game. So I don't want to go down that route in this one if I do the trading house run. Again, we want to see what the NPCs in the game are going to be like. Although we've read the patch notes, I don't know what that's going to translate to in the game. So let me set up a run, and then I'll bring you back when I've decided on the characters and traits. Okay, I've set up the run now. We're going to be starting with Francis the Farmer. He's got 3 strength, 3 health, 2 in observation, 1 in combat and 1 in dexterity. Now, I've always been talking about I want a Dex 5 character in a run, and I think this is going to be the run I'm going to attempt that out. So Francis will also have a skill as carb lover. So if he's eating bread, sweets, he gains more morale. And because he's a farmer, and I do plan to do a lot of crops and have sort of an own base on this one, he's going to increase morale when he's eating vegetables and fruits. So that is there. And his last skill, I put in survival partner. So he's going to start with somebody else to help him out. But to make the run not as easy with 2 combat people at the start, I've then gone with a pastor. Now, the pastor is a pacifist. He can't fight. But he has some other skills which he can buff up. So he can restore morale with his prey. And he can do status effects with the preach. On the pastor, I have given him skills as... I've just gone with 1 skill, lucky person. So the pastor, because he's not going to be fighting, he's going to be the one who's going to be looting, and I've got an additional item I can get from searching. Now, I am tempted to try a scenario as well. Yeah, I think we could go. Because we're going to be crafting our own weapons, I'm going to go with the crowd. Triple the amount of zombies on the map. And I forgot to set my usual difficulties. I am going to be doing it on Apocalypse, and I am going to be doing it on Permadeath. So, Apocalypse, Permadeath, we've tripled the amount of zombies coming from dangerous places. Going to make quite a spicy run, considering I've only got 1 combat person. Now, the changes in 1.1 is you can have up to 4 allies now. So if we do find people, we can have more people than we once did, but I'm happy with that run. But yeah, that should be quite a spicy run. We've got some observation on both people. So they'll have a little bit of... Hopefully we can find some books and then max these out. I would like to do a run where I can max out a character to 5 across the board. But you have to get extremely lucky on books to do that. But yeah, I'm happy with this run. Let's start it. Now, you can have zombies on your starting map. It isn't necessarily going to be empty. And again, what's on your starting map is totally RNG. And even the way the map is, it's all procedural generated. Let's read the game objective. Infected zombies are attacking people. The house is still safe. The electricity and water have been cut off. And there are a few supplies left. In your last communication, they told you about Terminus. But again, we're not going to be doing a Terminus one this time. We're going to do one of the other 4 endings we haven't done. So what was the name of the pastor? It was Tia. So Tia is going to be the one who's going to do the majority of the looting and the majority of the crafting, because, again, that's why I put it as a Dex 5 character. We want to experience somebody who can craft a lot of stuff. So we're going to start off with Tia, because if Tia does find any zombies, then we can just send Francis to go and fight him. So we got Strong Spirit straight away. It's not a great book, but again, if we have nothing to do at night, books can be useful. I will use Francis to just collect items that's randomly around the floor. Ramen, so that's some food, some antibiotics, and a cigarette for morale. Now, you do start your first turn on 20 AP. And then we're not going to have to worry about the clothing as much as we did in the last run. And if you haven't seen that one was quite brutal, that run was. Some thread for crafting, again, because he's Dex 5, he's going to repair the gear. No problems. And I think I'm going to get him to equip all the bags as well. Probably transfer that across because it has defense on. So the one doing the fighting, you want to have the defense items. And I forgot the pastor would get a bonus from the Bibles. So every time he reads a Bible, he gets 3 morale from there. Where normally it's only... I think it's 1 morale from a Bible on a standard one. So we've searched everything in here. Now looking at the map, this looks like it's too small to have a room down here. So I'm going to go for this door, or at least open the door. And then Francis is going to be doing the work after that. You see, yeah, as I suspected, there is another room up here. I'm going to the kitchen counter. You won't have enough to do anything, so let's control Francis. Where would I want you to do? I want you to just come and have a look down in this door. Just to make sure there's no car down here. There's a stick down there. That could be useful. Zombie immediately we've come across. And you have a rake, unfortunately. There's not a lot I can... What type of zombie is he? He's not that Let's just kill him. Because he has a massive amount of range, this one does. Can we use that as a weapon? We can. And you can do between... So about two attacks, I can kill this zombie. Again, if we could find a car really early, that's going to be a big bonus. So nothing there. We'll be soon off this tile. With 2 people, it's going to be a lot faster. But yeah, you can set your second person to do all the actions on his own, but I'm not a big fan of that right at this second. I'm going to leave Tia to do that, and I'm going to send Francis round here. Probably wasted a bit of his AP. Just want to make sure there's no car up in the top here. And it's not like the last scenario where I've got to drink and eat every single turn. I just want to see what his cooldowns are. So that uses 4 AP, that uses 2. And then we'll see the cooldowns. Oh, that's lasting for 6 hours. We'll have a look at that when them back together. Okay, so let's pass the turn, go straight onto the second one. Want to do Tia first because I want to get everything searched. Cooking pot, that is really, really good. If we want to do cooking, you need a pot or a pan. Repair kit. That's a very nice recipe to get early. And actually some food as well. Now we would have to find some way to light fire. Okay, let me just switch over and let's move you up to here. Because we haven't found a street map, we don't know what direction to be travelling. There is another zombie up there. You're going to have to go up and... Well, he can't get to me this turn. Just make sure nobody's going to waste AP. Okay, so I'm just going to pass a turn. I did have a notice then saying something about read book. Oh, it's automatically... Okay, that's not... So immediately it's read some of this book. It's read some of this book. Companion AI settings, okay. Actually, I'm just going to deselect everything for the moment. And then if we do set down a base, then I can always put it back on later. But there is some good options on there. Disable companion AI, that's fine. But Francis, come over here and let's just kill this. We could probably get away without having to kill it. And you can pick that up. Okay, so let's look at the map for the first time. I don't know what that was. So maps W. So again, we've got 9 dangerous places on here because we've gone with the crowd setting. We've got one fairly close to us. I mean, we haven't got to keep heading north up to the terminus, so I think I might come out the south entrance. Try and go around the outside, because if we're going to find the arbor, it's going to be around the outside. At least find that ready, just in case we use it. So yeah, let's get both characters to the safe one there. Now, which is going to cost me to move 8 to get through. And then Tia. The next turn, both of them can get through, and hopefully it's another house down to the south. Restores morale to self and adjacent companion. So let's have a look at morale. So it is maxing out at 24. They have actually got the max amounts on there. That wasn't there before. So it says energy max 24. That's actually quite useful. We'll just use that. Put on cooldown. So both of them have got pretty good maximum morale now. And morale, I think it gives me more AP. Yeah, content gives me 1.05 AP. So that's actually quite good. What was your other skill? Grant an holy status effect to nearby companions lasting for 6 hours. Again, I'm not certain, but we'll use that a bit later. So let's go pass a turn. Because we're on the square here, nobody can zone through. And I do want Francis to go through first. So the first things I do want to find is I do want to find a street map. Okay, so we're all on one tile now. Because Francis is going to be the fighter, I'm going to get him to do the scouting. You've still got 8 AP. Let me move you over this side just so I can get a good view. I'll get you to collect the stone, just to make sure nobody was there. And you can go up and collect the bone as well. Those are useful for making bone needles. And bone knives. Okay, you're going to be doing nothing else for this turn. And Tia. Okay, that's locked. Let's come around to the... Oh, okay, you've got no AP because you had to zone through. Now, we do have to be careful. We've got 10 hours before it's sunset. So, in this case, I am going to use Francis. Go over and pick the scrap plastic up. Again, crafting could be really useful in this run. Okay, that's locked. Come and try this window. I'll leave you outside because you can always come down to here, but I don't want to move there this turn because you'll have no AP to react. And Francis, you can come... I've used the wrong character again. In that case, you just search the bookcase what you're next to. Novel, that'll be good for you, for morale, but again, with the priest ability, the morale shouldn't really be that much of an issue. We'll send... Making sure, yeah, Tia's on. Going to send you down this side. We've got to be careful we don't pick up sprains for the window. Alarm clock, pliers, and food. Really good. Screwdriver, that's good for some electronics, cereals, food. So we're getting a good supply of stuff. Some dirty water, we can cook that. And currently, our tote bag isn't even full and we haven't got a backpack yet. And you can't do anything this turn, so let's just pass it over. Sleeping pills and a pistol. We're going to move up to this square, and I'm going to pass that gun over to Francis. Because we can't fight. You can keep the novel. Is there anything else I want to give you? We're going to be doing the crafting, so we have the book. And we'll have the planks. Keep you as light as possible. Hammer. We're getting some good tools in this one. There is a zombie here, so I'm going to switch over to Francis, and you're going to come and fight it. It is a bit more of an expensive one. What movement do you have? You only can move 1 square. So I know what I'm going to do. Francis is just going to move over 1. Here, I'm going to get you to start crafting stuff. Ah, we can't craft, can we? Because we haven't got a knife. Because what I was going to plan to do is make a spear straight off the bat. And we will make really good spears with Dex 5. So what are we missing for a knife? Bandages, makeshift bandages. Or 4 rags. Well, we've currently got about 3, I think it is. So Francis might have to fight on the next turn. Okay, that's blocked the door for me to get to. Yeah, Francis, unfortunately, you're going to have to fight. I don't really want to destroy this rake. It's going to be doing 1.2, so I need 4 attacks. I was trying to see if he could attack with his fists. If we lose the rake, we lose the rake at this point. And we're going to trade all that cloth over now. Now Tia should have a crafting options. Yep, she can make the bone knife. Well, I'm assuming Tia is a female, but it doesn't actually say, I don't think. And we want to craft up that dagger. Then we want to go back in the crafting menu and we want to start making some spears to pass over. So if we have a look at that knife we just made, it's very high durability. And then start that with the planks. So again, planks will be extremely useful on this run. I'm just trying to see, crafting speed 6. It doesn't tell me how much I need to do it. But she's already made it. Now that spear again, very high durability, so we're going to get more attacks out of them. And because Francis has not got a lot to do at the moment, I'm going to get Francis just to check this out. Water and food. We'll swap them the next time we're together. Nothing else on the zone. So let's have a look at our map. So we've just come from that house, so we can either go up to the north or we can go across to the east. I do want to go and get that jewellery. So being as though there's a stick there, we'll pick that up because we can use them for crafting. There's definitely no cars down here because it takes at least 2 squares, I think. Yep, nothing down there. We want to pick up the jewellery because that's an eye crafting item. Oh, sorry, eye trade item on the jewellery. And you can't do anything else this turn. So let's just pass it over. So we can prepare the garden, but we couldn't... I don't think we've got anything to plant in there, no seeds. So how much is it to get through? 9. Now, if you do go through, you've got nothing to react to on the other side. I think I am going to take the chance. Yeah, some crafting items. There is a zombie there, but he can't get to me. It was worth the chance. That means Tia can get straight the way to the slot. You've got 4 left. You can zone through the next turn. And now we've got that spear. We're going to be using that as our main primary weapon. And every time we get planks, we'll be doing the same. Converting them into spears. So now that's nearly broke. That rake has. We can repair it as soon as I can get the repair glue or something to fix it with. But that's going to be my main weapon. So if we look at this one now, I'm doing 1.6 to 1.9. I'm going to do one hit. And it's took 6.6 condition off it, where normally a weapon would be about 13 condition on a Dex 1. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, we got a bit low on some of the rolls there. Stone can make stone knives. Oh, a zombie runner down there. We don't want to go any closer to that and wake him up because he's still asleep. You can see the little Z's above his head. In that case, that's... Okay, you've got nothing you can do. Let's get Francis through. Sorry, let's get Tia through. And Francis, you can go and open up the doors. Okay, we didn't wake up the zombie down there, so that's fine. That's locked. We've got a way in there. Okay, Tia, so let's come in. Can't see any zombies up here. Because you have like a little red circle around a zombie when it's there. And another plank of wood, so we can start crafting another one as soon as we've got a second one. Body armor. Okay, we'll transfer that across, and a proper fishing rod. And it has pretty good durability, so if we find a lake, we're set. Ideally on this one, I would like to find an house close to a lake, and that house set up as my gardening hub. So at least we can jump between the lake, and when the crops are ready, we'll harvest the crops, and when they're not ready, we'll jump through to the lake and then fish. And then that's going to be a good way to get our really high quality food what we can then use for trading. Francis, I'm going to bring you in. You have enough to react 6. Actually, you do. I'm going to move you in 1 and just get some visibility. Let's pass the turn. And then I'm going to move you down to this square here and just check out this little room here. You've still got 13 AP. And I want you to go to that square just so I've got visibility. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Tia, you've already done that one. And the reason I'm getting Tia to search everything because she gets a chance of an extra item. Second novel, cook lobster. We will be learning all the recipes, what we find. Holographic sight. Second Bible. I think I'm going to come... Actually, we can't get into this. Let's just come here and do this. Francis, what do you have left? You still have a lot, so you can search these. Although he's not the best. If he's got AP sitting there. And then we'll put him down to there. Collect that, and I'm just going to transfer the goods. Okay, I've transferred all the gear across. Tia, is your ability back up yet? You would need 2 AP to use it. And is there anything else in here to search? No, nothing except for down this corner we want to search. So, Francis, we don't want to go to the door because we know there's a zombie there. So we want to come out this side. Where are we going next? We've got 2 unidentified places there. I think we'll continue to this side. I'd prefer to be up this... Actually, no, we'll go up to the north. So we'll leave out of one of them, but I just want to make sure there's not a car down here. So, Francis, you've got a bit of AP. Open up the window. And let's come and have the visibility down here. Plastic bottles can be useful. And you can't do anything this turn, Tia. You still got AP to react. Okay, that's something I didn't see coming up. 2 hours for night. So again, we're going to have to bed down in here. Wasn't what I was planning. We can't start a fire yet because we can't make a... Actually, let's have a look and see if we can craft a fire starter. Could do a primitive one, but it's going to take planks or 4 sticks. We've only got 2 sticks, so that'll be a waste. Now, we're not taking any damage, so we don't need to desperately rush around for food. The hydration is going down. Now, what I think I might end up doing is getting Tia to the bench, getting Francis to go and block up all the windows and close them up, and then she can learn all the books she's got at the desk. And then we'll have an early night. In that case, Tia, it's going to take you 7 to move to there. And then we want you to learn whatever you can while you're right by the side here. We learn how to do cooked lobster. And we want to try and get the repair glue. We haven't got the materials to make it yet. Lockpick I've never really used, but it could be something we could do in this one because we can craft, and we'll pass that second Bible over. So Francis, we want you to come into this window and close it behind you, just to try and give us a bit of protection. We're going to get you to do the same here. Close that window, close that door, and cover it if you've got any cloth on you. How many more cloth have you got? You've got 1 more. So we'll get you to move up to there and do the same again. Cover that window. Next turn. We're going to have to uncover this window because unfortunately we haven't got enough cloths to cover them all. And because we're up here by the reading bench, these are the better ones to cover. What can Tia learn? So you haven't got a Bible, so you can have a Bible. Being as though we're next to each other, we can do the pray for the morale, because it was running a bit low, the morale. So now we're up to about 17, 18 on both. We will get some when we sleep. What else can you do, Tia? You can craft another... So if you're crafting, I'm going to probably give the book. We're going to give the book to Francis, because if we're going to be doing crafting... And we are going to start taking damage from hydration, so... I think I'm going to get Francis to just drink the clean water for tonight. And then whatever he's got left, pass over. Tia's going to be doing cooking, so let's give her all that stuff. And we'll pass the body armor. I think I am going to put these on. Just need to make sure I'm on the right menu. Yeah, Francis is going to put his on. And Tia... Just because it's going to get cold at night. You've got the novel, you've got the book, you've already read that. And just while you're here, you can just read the rest of this book. Try and get the crank generator. And then the next turn I'm going to move Tia over and Francis can start reading his book there while Tia does some crafting. Did we use Francis's AP? Think I forgot to use that water, so let's use it. We could drink the dirty water and then just... I think I am going to do that. Because we're going to be awake for a few turns. Hopefully that will go away. Finish reading your book, Tia, just to get the boost. We can burn them books now. We don't need to get them on another character. And Francis, because you've got not a lot to do. I'm just going to get you to read The Strong Spirit. It's not something you need, but you've got nothing else to do. So why not? So you've got 55 pages already. Quickly switch to Tia. Still got some AP. And we was going to get you to make another spear, wasn't we? As soon as we can get something like a machete or a knife and we can get the crafting books to make those, I will start making knife spears or machete spears because those are so much better. So quick at making stuff. And it's pointless us having spears because we can't use them. The weight's about even between the two characters. It is a little early to go and try and sleep, unfortunately, but I might. I want the disease to proc. So if you've got nothing else to do, you can get good from your Bible so it doesn't wear down. So next turn you're going to read your Bible just to get your morale topped off. Try and go about 10 o'clock before we sleep. We've got no sleeping bonuses like couches, pillows, blankets. So it will take us a little longer than it has in my previous runs. So Francis, all you're going to be doing is reading your book. So you're getting 5.5 pages because of the 10% bonus from the reading speed off the desk. So it will take you quite a few turns to get that, but you're already a third of the way for the book. And then after he's finished with this book, we'll transfer it over and then the other character can use it. Tia, what have you got? You was going to use the Bible, wasn't you? Was there anything else you can do what's going to be useful to us? Making a wooden needle might be good with a stick. And then you can repair up the clothes. We've got enough thread down here already to start repairing some. So in that case, Francis, can you transfer your gear across? Because your denim's 91. Oh, okay, he's only 73, so that's fine. And I can't repair that, unfortunately. But yeah, Tia, let's get some repairing done. So currently 1.2 defense, 2.5 temperature. And now it's 2.8 temperature and 1.4. It's not a massive difference. And it's pointless just wasting the thread, so I'll just pass that across. And you don't have enough to equip it, Tia. Just want to see if that disease procs. Yep, there it has. The disease is proc, so I can sleep now. Like I said, using dirty water is not a bad thing. I just want to look at the conditions on the bag, so those are good. So I'm getting 6% every time I'm doing it. Is there anything else you can do? Not really, so I'm going to get you to go and sleep. There's definitely nothing else I can do with anything there, is there? And I'm not going to drink more dirty water. So we have got to do something with that ground meat in the morning, otherwise it's going to go off. Okay, yeah, we'll just send you sleeping. Until fully ill, that should get rid of your disease as well. And Francis will get you to read one more turn. Well, equip this first. And then we'll get you to sleep. So that was perfectly executed. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We've got 1 hour before it gets light. Tia's disease has just recovered. Now, Francis is hungry. We've probably got some food on Tia what we can pass over. So what do you need on food? Quite a lot. You need about 10. So have you got something about 10 you can pass over? We've got 8 there. We've got a 20 there. We don't want you to get a disease, so we're not going to do that. So we'll just pass the cereals over. I mean, the cereals and milk can make a nice meal. Now, who was it? Actually, we'll pass the bread over, because the bread... Or do you need the morale? No, I'm pretty... Actually, yeah, we'll pass the bread over. You don't have to be full. And I'm pretty certain you get a nice morale bonus off that as well. But Francis... Yeah, you're getting a bonus to morale, so that will cap out your morale. Oh, actually, the satiety's way down. I wasn't looking at the right figure. So it's 30, so you could use another 20. So in that case, I am going to get Tia to transfer over the MRE. Pointless going hungry for no reason. Again, I'm not taking any damage, but I'm not getting any bonuses either. We'll pass it across. But I don't think I'm going to get him to eat until he starts taking damage. Tia, how are you doing? So you're both about 8 satiety now. Water's not great. We do need to cook that, but we need to make a fire starter. But what was that we need so that we can do the primitive one there? I'll wait till I got 4 sticks before I attempt to make that. Get a couple of more sticks. Okay, so what is going on with the character? So, Francis, you can finish reading your book. You need about 2 more turns to be able to finish that. And in that case, Tia, because you got 20 AP, I'm just going to get you... Didn't mean to open that window then. We'll open... Ah, there's a zombie outside. In that case, move down to here. The window does have 15 HP, so he can bang on the window. And then where are we going to leave from? It was the north. That one up there we want to leave too. So, okay, so we've got the window open. We might waste a little bit of AP at the moment. Okay, he was a big boy. Construction work. Okay, it's a good job in leaving this zone. Now, Francis won't have full AP. Tia should. Okay, that's fine. So, France, how far can you get? Okay, in that case, France, Tia, I want... Because you've got max AP, I want you to go up to the... Oh, there's another zombie right behind as well, and that's got a big movement. I'm just planning what I need to do. Okay, Tia, you go outside the window. There's another big boy down there again. Oh, wow. Okay, he's asleep. That's a good job. But look at the movement range he can do in 1 square. So anything with a red sort of like claw marks, he can attack from them squares. So if we wake him up, we're not in a good position. Let's just put it that way. We can take him out quite easy. He's only got 4 on the head. But what I want, because you've got less, Francis, I'm going to get you to move here. Now, I've left Tia by the window for a reason, because I want to close it. And then I want Tia to go to the spot. Just want to make sure how much AP we're losing on the next turn. So we're getting 12.3, so... Tia could use 6 AP on something. You haven't got a lot you can do except for just read the Bible, max out your morale. You've already done all the recipes. You could actually transfer the books between each other. But no, I'm happy with... I'm just looking at the condition. That's got quite a bit on there. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm happy with that. Francis doesn't have any spare AP, do you? You are actually getting 13, so I can use 3 AP on you to read that book. Unfortunately, he's gone down to 5 pages now, not the 5.5, because he's no longer by a bench. Then these zombies should go through the window from the last time they saw us. So the 2 zombies are here. You saw the little 2 red circles, but we're zoning off now. So Tia is max AP, and he's going to take 9 to move through. And then we're going to go back for Francis. Francis is going to move to the square and then do the same. Okay, we can see a decaying zombie there where we can search, but we've got no gloves yet. Some plastic there, I'm not going to go out my way for that. Francis, what can you do? I want you to move... Okay, where will we be going off after this one? You always want to plan your exit. I'd like to go out the top north, but I don't know if there's a route. So, Francis, come over here. Okay, that's good. You're right next to a zombie. And you've got the first level up. Now, because we're planning a big level, a big run on this one, and a long run, getting fast learner for the increased XP means you're going to get more level ups. Farmhands will allow us to get more garden yields, but we haven't got a garden, so yeah, fast learner's a no-brainer on you. And you have got some good spears, which are only going to get better. So currently, we've done 4 hits with it, we're going to get 4% extra bonus with this. And every time we're doing it, it's going to go up. And we've already took him out. Oh yeah, that's the new mechanic. You can get critical hits now, which you couldn't do before. But yeah, a critical hit is, I think it was 5 times damage on head attacks. So, because I only use head attacks, that's a great bonus for us. You got 3.8, so let's move you there. Oh, that's bad. You're gonna get it. I shouldn't have gone when I had so little AP. I think one of the characters has got an energy drink. No, I thought you had an energy drink, it's just a beer. Just double check on the second character. On Francis. No, nobody's got the energy drink. In this case, I'm going to just get you a bit more satiety so you can recover some of the health loss you'll get. And I'm also going to move you 1 square closer. Just so Tia can get into the building and start looting. Okay, that's locked. You can't do anything, so let's pass the turn and see how bad this is. Okay, he had quite a lot of attacks. But we've got no effects on it, so that's good. We got lucky with that one. So let's attack here. And again, we got another crit on there. We got 9.5 damage. And we managed to find some ammunition. It's one of the reasons why you kill zombies. Now we've got bullets for the gun if we need to. So we've got a good selection of weapons. Can you open up? Okay, you can't. So, Tia, let's see what... Actually, no, we'll just keep using Francis. That's fine. Tia can get inside. You would have to come all the way around to here. The more you move, the better your AP consumption. So you'd have to... Oh, there's 2 big boys outside. That's not good by a broken window. Tia could get all the way down here and have AP to start searching stuff. You can get to that square. You can only move 1 square. He's the one I'm worried about, the firefighter. He has a lot of HP on his head. Okay, I'm taking a bit of a risk here. Tia, I want you to come and start searching some stuff. And then maybe we can go into this... That looks an enclosed room. That's the problem I've got. But no, there's got to be a door there because there's another room here. So that has to be a door. Crafting book, rake. Okay, because the rake's nearly broke, that's actually quite good. Grocery stores, wooden bat. Come over here, pick up the cloths, because we know we can use them for knives. More weapons, soft drink, kitchen knife. No, we can't still search that because we haven't got any gloves. What else have you got? Gas stations, that's a fantastic book. That can sort of tell us where to get fuel from. So we'll be learning that one pretty soon. Cooked lobster we've already got. Thick book, observation +1. That is really nice. So as soon as Francis has finished his book, I'm going to tell him to go and start doing that. So we don't have much AP left on Tia, and Francis is out. So let's just pass the turn. These guys are going to come into the room because it's already been broken. Oh, that's actually quite good. They didn't see us. Or them coming through the open doors. So in that case, Francis, open the door. We'll get you to pick up the wood just so that we don't have to get two characters doing the same thing. It is a closed space in here. So we do need to be careful we don't get stuck in, but we can get back out that window. Where would we be going? Well, we wanted a northern entrance, but we haven't found one. And I don't want to go back to houses I've already done, so the only other location is this side. So if we can get Tia right up into the corner, search that, and hopefully get back into this room. A wrench, that's good. It can be used to fix cars. It can be used to fix helicopters, boats. Really good item. So if we put Tia there, that'll be 3.5. Okay, I think I'm going to have to use Francis to just search this. And unfortunately, we didn't pick up any gloves. Let me just make sure that's correct. Yeah, nothing on there. And Tia, nothing in there. So we're about to get out this window. So, Francis, we'll get you to lead the charge. Now, we haven't seen them come round, so I don't think they can get all the way down here. Hence why I'm doing it this way. And then I'm putting the characters next to each other. I'm just going to do some transferring and I'll bring you back. Okay, I've evened out the weights a bit. And I do want Francis to be leading the charge. So we've got a good view all the way to here. So I'm going to send him here, and he's still got 8 AP if he finds a fight. I do want to see, make sure that there isn't a car there. Okay, we have found a zombie. Can only move one tile, so that's fine. And I'm going to get you right to the exit point, which is going to take you 8 to go through the next turn. And you gain 11.5, so that's fine. And then we're going to send Tia all the way. Where can you get cheapest? 8.3 or 8.7. So we're going to send you there. Now we have got the hungry status. Oh, okay. Tia's got a level up now. Now you're not going to be attacking, so that's no good. If we're going to do a trading ending, bargain's actually going to be a really good one. Actually, yes, I'm going to get bargaining. So if we're going to do any trading, we need to do it with Tia. Yeah, she's hungry, so let's get her to eat. I would have liked to make the cereals with that, so let's just eat the ramen for now. Now that meat's about to go off. I'm looking at the time. We've got 10 hours till the night. We could get rid of a disease. That's 10 satiety. I think I am going to risk it. Do I want to risk a second disease by doing the hydration? Well, if you're in for a penny, in for a pound. The good thing with 2 characters is if we desperately need to, one of them could be sleeping in the daytime while the other's doing the searching. You've got 6 AP left. How is morale looking on both? Not great, so let's use your ability. So we both should be capped on morale now. That's also going to translate into a little more AP. Those zombies can't get to us, so we're pretty safe where we are. So we're not taking any risks, even though it looks like we are. You can zone through. It's another house, and then let's go back for Tia. You're going to do the same. It's always best to have both characters on one screen. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Again, I'm going to get Francis to the leading. This is the only way you can get 2 people on one square, is doing it for the zone point. After that, you can't both occupy the same square. Now, there's some more dirty water there. I think I'm going to get Francis to take it, just because he's got no water. We want sticks because we can use those for some of the recipes like fire starters. It's locked. Can you open the window? You can. Okay, so at least give that tier an option to do stuff now. A couch. That's going to increase our sleep quality. A wardrobe. So some good items in here to do. And we got a map fragment. Just going to take it for the moment. So if you look at our map, we've only uncovered this little amount down here. If you go in and read the map fragment, I've now gained 3 extra houses, a gas station, a church, a railroad ×2. Now, we have got a book for gas stations I do want to read. Now, I'm going to chuck that because... Actually, we just keep it on us. I can burn it if I need to. So, if we look at our map now, we've now got another area on the map. So, we know one of the gas stations here. We've got a book which will find the second one. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 gas stations per map. But there is a... Even though the map's procedural, you always have the same amount of libraries, the same amount of fire stations, the same amount of police stations. And I think it's either 2 or 3 on the gas stations, and I think it's the same with the fire stations. But it would tell you if you've learned them all. So I want to be heading up that direction, really. I mean, I could head up into the middle here and see what's up in the middle. But yeah, map fragments are really, really good. So Tia's got no more AP, and Francis has got none, so let's pass a turn. So in this one, okay, we got the disease from the ground meat. That's on Tia. We have got a few hours for night to come up. Let's go into Tia. So you're going to be losing 0.7 because the disease is going to take off 1. That's fine. We might be able to get some cloves in here just to mitigate that. So let's use Tia first. Search the couch. Another spanner. Again, we've got a nice amount of weapons. Oh, and we've actually got some clean water. Now, we've got a chance of the other disease proccing. I'm just looking what that one is. That's energy. It was an HP. But I do have a 3 HP what I can recover on Francis with the ointment. I'm going to get Francis to come and open the door. There is actually 2 doors. That's probably going to go outside, and that's probably going to go to another room. But he's got enough AP. Yep, that's fine. We'll close the door just so nobody comes up behind us. And we'll get you down to there. Okay, we've got good visibility, and we haven't got a red circle, so that means there's nobody in this room. You've got no AP left here. You can't really do much with your 2.4, so let's just pass a turn. Now, Francis is taking HP damage, I think. We're going to gain some next turn. It was because of his food and hydration. We could close the doors, but I don't plan on being here for nightfall. More clothes and a radio. Now, although we're not doing the Terminus ending, there's no reason why we wouldn't want to listen to a radio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repair that up to 98. And then I'm going to take it off. And I'm going to transfer that over. And then we're going to equip these, because we can easily repair our gear without having to keep swapping back and forth. So, Francis, you can have another item. And you do get a status, some elf status from being warm. So let me just have a look at that. So currently you're getting 1 next turn. Let's put this on, which is going to give us another 2.5 temperature. And now you're getting 0.4 next turn. So again, you can use the mechanics of the game to really help you out. We do have enough AP on Francis to go for the door, or we have enough to search. Tia does still have some left, so we'll get Tia to search this room. Those are the items that are really, really good. And we finally got a street map. It would be good putting that street map on Francis because he doesn't do much. So Francis, we can transfer it later. It doesn't have to be transferred now. I'm going to get you to just look in the other room. There is a zombie there, but I'm going to go and let you go and take it out. I'm not worried about these spears breaking because I'm going to be making more. So he's got 5.7 on the head. Still not broke, and I think I've still got at least another spear. I've got loads of bats, and we've got more weapons and tools on tier. So what can I get you to do this turn, Francis? You've still got some AP. So we'll just get you to come and clear up the floor with items we could use for crafting. Just go up to the window, make sure there's nobody out there. I do want to still uncover this area. But now you've got another 2 planks. We'll pass them over. That's another spear we can craft. And just make sure you use both the APs. That's fine. I'm not losing that much on tier, so I'm not worried. And there's the disease for the dirty water. We thought that was going to happen anyway. You can have more than one disease proccing. Now, we do have a skill here with the pasta, who I've never used. So I might be looking at seeing what the holy status actually does, because I don't know. We've already checked that one, so let's check this. Siphon pump. Oh wow, that's great. If we do find a car and a fuel tank, we can just siphon the stuff out there, and I can repair that. Some more batteries, some weak vitamins, really good items. We're not going to be stopping in this house, so I don't need to worry about closing doors. Not enough AP, so we'll do that next turn. What have you got to do, Francis? You're going to get 10 next turn. We could bed down and get rid of the diseases, but I'm not going to. I want to go and have a look what's out here. Go to that square there. Not going to go up for the plastic. So, again, where are we going from here? Unfortunately, we've not found any good locations. We'll go there. It still gives him 4 AP to react. Ah, there was another one. He's going towards dangerous places, which I didn't really want to do. He's only a nimble zombie. Does mean he can avoid. I can get back to that square out of his range. 3.8, 3.6. Sort of why I left a little bit AP just in case we did find something. Did we move with Tia? We did. Let's pass the turn. He's going to come to me. That'll save me AP. So let's go with Francis first. And now you're up to 6% with these weapons. But he does have a really good dodge chance. That's more than I've ever seen before, to be honest. Another cloth, another bone, really good. Bone knives, bone needles. I'm going to go... actually, we've got no more space, no more AP to get there. Can you get there? Here. You can for 8.4. If you can get on the zoning point, it stops zombies from coming through on that zone. And where can Francis go to? Nowhere useful this turn. So we lost 0.9 on tier on that turn. I think you've got some clean water. That will cut down the loss. So now I'm going to lose 0.4. So that's fine. We'll gain a lot of that back when we sleep tonight and get rid of the disease. Unfortunately, we might be actually be able to make that fire starter now. Primitive fire starter, you would need 8 thread, which I can easily get. 4 sticks. I swear we had that many sticks. Oh no, we've only got 2. But we could use planks, and I can rip some rags down. Do I want Tia to go through first is the question. I don't think I do. So Tia's going to move back 1. Francis is going to take the zone point. And I'm going to do some trading. Okay, I've just sorted out the weight a little between them. So you're losing, because of the disease, you're losing AP as well. So you can use 1 AP, Tia. I'm actually going to get you to use 2. And then we can throw that on the floor as well. I've just got down some of the stuff what I don't need. Crafting menu. Make more bone knives. I'm looking for a makeshift primitive starter. We'd have to break down the cloths, didn't we? And now you can make a primitive starter, so you can actually cook some food now. I think I'm just going to do it, because we need the lighter. So you might be able to zone through next turn, but it's going to be very close. No, you won't zone for next turn. So in that case, we might actually stay in this room. We've cleared the place out. We've got no broken windows and we've got a couch up there. It might actually be a good idea and sleep off these diseases. Do a little bit of cooking over here. And I can just burn all them things I've just dropped on the floor. With Tia, I'll pick back up and then I can chuck all this on the fire. Does mean, Francis, you won't be zoning. So you're going to get 10.3. So you're not going to lose anything. So we're just going to pass the turn. Tia, let's get some cooking done. So we need to start a fire first. They are really, really terrible, these fire starters. So we want to stoke the fire a little bit. So we don't want to take it more than 3 turns. Because it's going to be into night then. We'll chuck one of the cooking pamphlets on there as well. So that's fine. And then you're going to be doing some cooking. But what have we got? So the milk's about to go off so we can make some cereals with it. Which is going to cost 2 AP. Just looking at the society on it, that's fine. What else can you craft? You can do cooked vegetables or you can do a vegetable soup. Taters are really good for corn chowder. I didn't really want to use it. What's that, an orange? Can I put that in any recipe with anything else? Vegetable soup? If I was doing that, I'd use the dirty water. And then I would have to use the clean. We could cook that for 2 AP, which is going to give us 10 satiety and quite a... Actually, no, I think I'm just going to do the cooked veg. No, we'll do that one. Because otherwise I'd have to spend more AP cooking the water afterwards. And we don't have any other recipes at the moment with all the food we've got on us. So that was a good turn. Okay, can I split any of these down? I can. Divide them into 3s. You only need 2 hydration, so we'll get you to eat that. This has got 90 turns on it, so I'll just transfer these over. Because you do need the hydration on them. Unfortunately, we are out of water. So Tia's got loads of bottles if we do find a lake. That would be a nice book to find for the lake. We do have quite good hydration on them. I think I am actually going to have to transfer some of them across. And we'll keep that over here. AP items is going to be more for combat, so you can have that. And yeah, we've got some good bottles, but again, we just need water in them. It's a shame you can't use the sinks, but it does say sinks aren't being used. Okay, in that case, let's just quickly switch over to Francis. What do you need for hydration? You still need quite a lot. I'm going to get you to eat both, just to get your hydration up. Okay, so next turn you're going to get 11.5. That means I've got at least about 11 AP to use. You're reading that book, which I want you to finish. Let me just check that's right. 11.5, 19. You can use one more. He's nearly finished this book, so he'll get the skill and then we can pass this book over. He's also got a street map over on him now because I transferred it, so we can actually plan our route out. And Tia, what have you got? I don't think you've got anything to do anything, so that's fine. And we didn't pick up any more crafting recipes, did we? What we can do, we can just set up another... I'm not going to do it this turn because I've got no AP. Can make fishing traps and stuff. We won't use bait. Now, fishing bait is only best to use with rotten vegetables. If it's rotten, then use it. Don't eat it unless you're going to sleep. But I think that's good. And then the next turn we're going to go close that door, close that door, close that door, and then cover the windows in here. Close that window and make this secure. We've got 2 hours to make it secure. So yeah, let's pass a turn. So, Tia, I want you to... So there's a wardrobe there. I'm just checking if there's a reading desk. There is actually a reading desk there. And there's no... Oh, actually, this is quite good. Tia's got some books, haven't you? Guidebooks for grocery store. You know them already. You can make the arrow and longbows. Again, you might... Actually, you can't use the longbow. Gas stations, yeah, I want to get that one sorted. So, Tia, you're going to come and move all the way here and use all your AP to get here. Because you had no more cooking to do. We'd already done all that. Francis, you're going to come and secure the place. Because you was nearly max AP. Close the door. Come up to here. Close this door. Come over here and close this door. Oh, sorry, close this window. And then I'm going to put you... there. Actually, no, because you... Yeah, you can go there just so you're out of sight of the windows. Okay, Tia, I want you to... find out about the gas station. And now we know all the gas stations. So there was 3 gas stations as I thought. And we're going to do the same for the guidebooks. So if we look at the map now, we know there's a gas station here, a gas station here, and a gas station here. Now this is going to be next to a dangerous place, next to a dangerous place. That one's probably about the safest, but we've got to cross the railroad to get to it. So probably if we use a gas station, that might be the good one to aim for. Because we're sort of blocked from going this way at the moment and we're only going this way or north. That might be a good one to head towards. So Tia can't do anything else this turn. Francis? Okay, you're not going to get the bonus of the book. Do you have any cloth on you? You do, actually. Might be a good idea if you come up here and close it and cover this. We could get you to sleep off. Actually, no, I'm going to close that just in case we have to go and travel in the middle of the night. We'll see if anybody's attacking there. And then whatever AP you've got left, I want you to finish that book. Okay, next turn you'll finish that. And now we're into night. And again, we're going to get rid of these diseases pretty quick. And Francis, will get you to come Down here. And then you can just read the rest of that book. Now you've got strong spirit, which is 10% morale decrease. Then that book you've just finished, because you've got the one for observation now I want you to do. Because Tier's books is not that good at, and... Oh, actually, you can't do anything. How are you doing, Francis? Okay, so let's pass another turn. I'm going to get Tier off the desk this time. Because Francis's book is really, really big. So this one here, what he's got to learn now is 500 pages. So even at 5.5 pages, it's a lot of AP. 100 AP he's going to need on this. And because Tier's only you learning recipes and she can just learn them here. I'm thinking I might... The grocery stores, I'm going to learn that first. And when it gets to about 10, 11 o'clock, I do want to try and sleep. Actually saying that, Tier, let's get that weapon made. Because we don't know when we're going to get a bit of peace and quiet like this. And now we've got 3 good, very high durability weapons there. We're in a great place this run. And whatever you've got left, just read what you can on the grocery books. Takes a few, so where's that grocery store? There's 2 grocery stores down here, and then there's going to be some more sort of north. Francis? Before you do anything, I want you to get a street map and try and get me some locations. So what you want to really do is look for a 2 location for as cheap as you can. So we know there's a church down there. Not really that beneficial to us. Are there any 2s up here? Not really. There's a 1 there, I'm just going to take it. We do have a link north now. So from this location, we're going to go north. If you do put your cursor over a location, it will tell you if you've visited it. So we visited there, we visited there, we visited there. We've gone there, we haven't been to that one yet. Church isn't really going to be that beneficial to us. So north to the house. And again, just because it says an house doesn't mean it can't be a training house. And then with whatever you've got left, you put it into that book, and then that's going to be your main priority. I think I'm going to get you to sleep. It's 10 o'clock. If we wake up early, ill until restored, that should get rid of your disease. And Tia, you've used yours. I'm going to get you to do the same as well. Sleep. And I think that's a great place to call the first episode. It might be a bit of a longer one. I don't know how much I've got to edit out of it. But yeah, we're back on the road. We're back in a new run. All the people that enjoy this series will be very happy about it. And thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I'll be seeing you in the next episode.